All right, exactly where I just left off. If you guys didn't see the previous video, go hear that out. But I'm gonna give you guys everything for the clothing brand. So, this is gonna be an interesting topic. Since the moment I made the brand, if you guys check online, on Instagram at AILAAREEQA, it's called the brand Ailariqa. And I made the brand. I posted all the videos, made some pictures. I had an amazing photo shoot by the lovely Erica. She did an amazing job, and I had all the models that came in, and I did that all myself. I didn't. That was all through connections. That was all through putting myself out there. If you look at last video where conquering my fears and knowing I can do it just by pushing myself and being consistent, I know I can, and I know I can make it work. And I think I just need to realize that more and more. But the reason why I say that is because that's what I'm going to be continuing doing forward. But to show you guys that you guys also do it, I had no budget. There's a lot of times when crucial moments in my life where I need to spend on myself, I end up spending on others, like family and things that happen, and realizing more and more that, okay, I need to put all into me. And I think I just went through that again in a different scenario and realizing the same thing again, going on to last video. But for the most part, I had all those. I bought the shirts. I designed them. There was issues with the collar. It was too big. It was too like thick. You could say, like, with the width wise, it was too big, and it was so much that it like hangs on the sides. And I had a photo shoot coming up, and I couldn't just go tell her to do it again or tell the manufacturer to do it all over again and send it ASAP, because I had five of them. I paid for six. And I didn't get all of them. I didn't get I didn't get everything I needed. But that was kind of a hassle. So I was like, screw it. We just got to get these pictures and videos out the way so I can make content. I had the photo shoots, both of them. I created videos. I posted posts, and I have so much more pictures and videos left over. But I feel like the iPhone videos, I feel like I used it up. And then on the photo shoot, the exact same thing happened. And I feel like there's nothing else to do. And I made a total of like 15, 20 posts back to back, like every single day. And then realizing, okay, that's good on TikTok, but maybe not on Instagram. And I had to drop, and it was so like organized, but it was so organizedly unprepared, if that makes sense. Like, everything was organized, but the preparing of how everything should happen wasn't. Like, there was no there was a clear idea of how everything's gonna go, but not a good plan on how I wanted it to go. So for the next drop, that's what it's kind of looking like, and I can still keep posting and doing it. But I had a couple of drops. I had issues with the manufacturer. I had to send all the money back, and there's one person that the money just not sending back to. That's a friend of mine, so thankfully I reasoned with him. But for the most part, nothing is working. Nothing's working. But I also got a marketing agency to run my ads. I was running the ads by myself. I did brand awareness originally, and I spent 1 point something on it. Actually, no, I spent about like maybe 500-600 on it, and then I kept going, and then I did retargeting, and then warm ads, and all in all, I didn't with that, making all the sales that I made, I spent 1.7K on it, and then it just went to crap. Like, I had to send all the stuff back. There was a lot of just issues going on with it, right? And then afterwards with that, right now I put it on pause. Like, I got some orders. I got some stuff in. So like there was good to it. There was bad to it, but still, like, just a whole huge learning curve. But I got a marketing agency, and they spent roughly a couple $100, but it cost, their monthly retainer was like basically what I spent in ads, like around that range. And I had them on credit card, and then because I just wanted to build my credit, because it's like such a lot of money. So I was like, I could build my credit that way, boom, boom, and I had all the money to do it. Like, I had tripled, quadrupled amount. Family stuff happened, boom. Like, I didn't have much, and it just kind of, I was like, fuzz. Like, I don't like. I had to stop running ads. I had to now I'm pushed to do organic. I have someone doing a designer that I have doing a new drop, so obviously I gotta get the samples for that, and I gotta do a couple other things. So it's just like a lot of back to back to back to back stuff that are just like piling up. And right now, as I'm in Saudi Arabia, like I have a really really good connections, and I'm looking to get investors or just find a job just to work like strictly just for the business and do everything I need to. Um, and it's just like this is another thing where it's like it feels like it's just going downhill. Where it's like uh, there's to keep a long story short, paperwork issues. So like I have to wait to get my ID and then get my business license, and that's gonna take maximum 5 months. And that's when, or I really don't know, but they said 5 months. Could be less, could be more. I really don't know at this point. So I can't even work. I can't even do much. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do, and which is my goal is finish up making this next drop, finish finish up making this drop, find whatever ways I can make money. I still have my LLC in America, so I'm thinking with the other business idea. This one I just don't really want to disclose as much. That figuring out how I can, because I can't make the calls anymore for it because it has to do with cold calling and reaching out. I can reach out an email, and I'm looking at forums and stuff like that. But for the most part, that's really thinking what I really can do right now, because I just like can't go either actually get a job or whatever it is. So seeing if I can, like I said, find investors, look for I have connections with people that maybe I could work under them, something like that. That's kind of my goal. It's just really, it's like a learning process. And I realize I'm 21. Like I'm about to be 22 soon. I have so much life ahead of me, and it's just like I really put so much pressure on myself to make all this money and do what I need to do. But for the most part, it's just gonna be focusing on the next drop, getting the designs out, making it as well as I can. I want to stop using the word perfect. I think when I say perfect, I like just now thinking about it. I think when I say perfect and it doesn't go as well as it needs to, or what perfect looks like, I just kind of get in my head. So I'm gonna make it as well as I can, and to the best of my ability. Figure out how the hell I can get it manufactured and get the samples out. And yeah, because this is gonna be a bigger drop. This is more of a little bit more risky than the first drop, which is funny because I only had one item and now I have about 3, 4, maybe 5, which is gonna be interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reaching out to influencers. Keep reaching out. For some reason my Instagram stopped. Like that's another thing. Like I was reaching out to influencers every day, a minimum of 15 a day, because I just wanted to keep something small but consistent that I can do. And then it just kind of went to crap. I was like, what the hell? I can't even, like Instagram just would on my computer and on my phone wouldn't let me reach out to new people. But like if it was like a day-to-day person, it was fine. But like someone with a certain amount of followers, it wouldn't let me. I don't know. And I tried looking online for a fix, and it's like nothing, nowhere, anywhere had it. So it was just like, all right, let me just let it be, let it cool down, and then come back to it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do too. Figure out what I can do with the other business that I have. Really just work on that. And then my second thing is these videos and doing personal content. I think when I do everything I need for the brand and the other thing, or majority of stuff, and then it just goes quiet, like I don't know what else to do after that. Like usually the next day is kind of where everything else, the newer stuff or the next stuff kind of comes in. So I think by creating videos like this and my content for the brand and getting ideas, making ideas and planning for it, and building more structure and getting, I have friends who can make content for me. So I'm still gonna see if I can still push the other shirt in the meantime, just with organic content, see how much I can get out of that, and then really just kind of go from there. But yeah, for the most part, that's kind of that. Being here in Saudi though, I went to a pop-up and I met so many people through my mom and her friend, and they love the brand. So I know it's a good brand, and I know it has good potential, and they want to do a lot. They want to have a pop-up. Someone wants to help me make the music for it, like that, like an ads. They have their own music that they use because of copyright and all that kind of stuff, and so much other stuff. And like I said, wanting to make a pop-up. Someone else wants to help me in certain areas. So I'm like, I have so many, like, it could be just words being said, being thrown, who knows? But if they really like it and I can show for it, that'd be great. I want to make a lookbook to connect with this one guy who has connections through royals in Saudi here, and these royals work with, like, they work in the realm that I kind of work in. So if I can get something that looks really nice and really good from this drop, the one that I already dropped, and the next one, then that will kind of be a great idea. Because if I can get the push and I just get all the kind of, why is this kind of going dark? But if I can get all the push I need, I feel like that would be good in a sense of like having all the money and capital to play with, but be specific on that would kind of be good. So yeah, and I had got connected with another brand owner who's like making millions, so it's like they're willing to, like, I mean, I haven't reached out to them except for once, but I want to see if I can show them everything I have, and they can just be like, you know, like a mentor, like depict what the hell I need to do. But I think I need to refine myself a little more. So that's an update on the brand. Another positive too that I also want to add is there's a lot more stuff, but like deeper. I just, there's a whole other thing, and then better that are deeper. But like for another thing is, I got connected with someone who owns Staples here in Saudi, and inshallah my goal is, if I can do really well with the brand and just make it look good and make it look to the standards that they're like, oh shoot, this is really, really good, that I can sponsor them and their riders and just the place itself, just by like their saddles, how they have like saddles for it, their blankets, their obviously their wear. I think that would be really good. I think that would be something really fun for me to do, and just, you know, a good way to slap my logo and bring attention, because obviously the end of the goal is to be like Laura Piana, Ralph Lauren, and all these, and Louis Vuitton, where they're in F1, they're in freaking the World Cup, they're in tennis matches, they're in soccer matches, in the sense like where the logo is, and just in all these different areas where I want to be a part of. And I just really want to build this brand, but I just gotta stop, you know, moping about it. Kind of like I said in the first video, but I'm gonna end it here. My goal is to edit both of these videos, or just put it in RAW. The minimum is just to post it. The goal is to edit it. So, or the goal is to post it. The higher aim is to edit it, make it look cleaner. And slowly, I feel like I'll be able to do that. But try to make my videos a little bit shorter. I'm trying to get content like this, but just of my day-to-day life. And hopefully I see it, you know. I think this might be the one time where I show the brand and name brand and everything. But you know, we'll see how it goes. I don't know, because I like the secretiveness, and on top of it, I want to be the person who is like my day in a life. I want you to see my full day, like the working, the fun, the everything. I don't like how some, like, it does well, don't get me wrong, and it's helpful, but like I really love Marshall, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's brand owner of Tame Psychotic, and one of his other guys, I think Corbin or Cube, I can't remember this guy's name, but he's in Portland as well. Really cool people, and I really like the way, I don't like their style of like clothing, but some of it I do actually from Tame Psychotic, but regardless, like I really like their style of how they bring it and how they bring their own self into their brand and connecting their brand. But the one thing that I don't like is their day in a life content, and this is not just them, it's everybody. This is just the people I watch, mainly Marshall, not so much with Corbin, but every once in a while. But or these other brand owners, like this Asian, I can't remember, this Asian kid who's like skinny as hell, has earrings now. I think he has a Tesla. I think he dropped out of college or is in college, and he like cusses a lot or something like that. I don't know, but him, for example, like everyone has their way of doing it, but it's like all they're doing is showing how to get to the 10,000K and day in a life, and in their Instagram is day one of becoming a brand owner and day two of posting content of as a brand owner, and it's always just about their work and maybe a little bit about their real life. I want to show my whole life. I want to show my day in a life where I wake up, I go to the gym, I cook my food, I'm sitting with my family, then I get to work and I go to a coffee shop. I might be scrolling on my phone for a little bit, but then I get back to work, and then I'm back home, I'm eating dinner, and then I don't know, I'm in the desert, or I'm riding buggies, or I'm out shopping, or I'm out, I don't know what it is, but you just see a real raw day, and I feel like that's more authentic, and I think the more authentic you are, the more you break the barrier. So I feel like that's what I want to do more of. And just like showing you guys and have good segments, but like make the video this long, if not shorter. Best person to ever do it was David Dobrik at the time, where he just show small clips of his life and the fun parts. And I want to do the same. Obviously not 4 minutes and 20 seconds or 21 seconds, but around the 10-minute mark. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, and see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.